Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. We are going to be working with the Prima Misty Rose collection. We're going to make 4 pages. I used 6 pattern papers from this 24 pad paper pack, one of each of the 6 designs that is in there. You could just buy the individual sheets, along with 4 sheets of cardstock, Sahara sand from Stampin' Up, and powder pink from Stampin' Up. I also used a bunch of coordinating accessories from Prima, made for the Misty Rose collection. I'm going to leave a link below to the actual products that I used. There was one pack of embellishments I didn't end up using, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just leave a link below to what I all used. And I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. When we start cutting our pages, you're going to notice that there's going to be a cutting diagram on the screen. The top number is going to be in inches, and that's going to be the size that we're going to cut that piece at. There's a number inside of a circle below it, and that's going to be the pile that we're going to put that cut piece into. So we're going to make 4 piles because we're making 4 pages today, and we're going to make these piles like on the floor or on a table beside us. And we're going to put all our cut pieces into those specific piles so that when we come to assemble our pages, we have all those cut pieces organized and in one place. So again, the number inside of the circle is going to be the pile number that you're going to put that cut piece into. So in this example, it says 2, 6, and 1. In today's tutorial, we're only making 4 pages, so you won't see the number 6. You're just going to be seeing numbers 1 through 4. We're going to go ahead and get started cutting our cardstock now. For all 4 pieces of our cardstock, we're going to be cutting 1 inch from the edge, 1 inch from the top, and 1 inch from the bottom. And we're going to do this on all 4 sides. So what we're doing is we're basically cutting out a 10 by 10 inch square out of the center and leaving a border around the edge. So the 10 by 10 inch cutout we're going to put to the side on our table because we're going to be cutting it again with a new cutting diagram. And the border is going to go into the piles that we're going to get started that are numbered 1 through 4 to start our piles for assembling our cut pieces. For the next 4 background papers, we are going to be cutting off the hanging strip and then cutting a 1/2 inch off the side and a 1/2 inch off the top to make an 11.5 by 11.5 background paper for our page. Okay, for this next one here, because it's such a symmetrical looking page, we're going to cut the hanging strip off the top. The less busy side, we're going to cut 1/2 inch off, and then we're going to cut a 1/4 inch off both sides so that the page doesn't look more cut off on one side compared to the other. If you've ever watched my videos before, you know when it gets to that point where we're embellishing pages, what I really like to do is surround myself with all the embellishments that I have to work with. And I do this by just putting out all of the stuff in front of me that I can. And for today's tutorial, we're going to be working a lot with Zip Dry. It's an awesome liquid adhesive that's great for putting flowers on and thicker embellishments. And we're also going to be using foam tape to adhere things along with just a normal adhesive. Here what I'm doing is instead of doing 2 4x6 pictures, I want to make 1 5x7 picture in this spot. So what I did is I took a white paper and I actually made it 1/2 inch bigger on both sides that a 5x7 would be. So it would be, I guess, 5.5 by 7.5 is what I cut that white paper out at, so that I'm gonna leave the white paper there and put my picture on top of the white cardstock, so that the white creates a frame for the picture. So I just thought it would like fill that spot a little bit better, and I could have one picture on this page instead of 2 4x6s. Here on the next page that we're working with, I felt like I wanted a little bit more emphasis on the page and I wanted to bring in some white cardstock. So there is a mat for a 3x4 picture on the top in that Sahara sand color. I just went ahead and put a mat behind it, I believe at 3.75 by 4.75 inches, just to kind of make it pop off the page a little bit more. So on this next page here, I decided to use a frame that comes in one of the embellishment packs with the flowers. So what I did is I took the Sahara sand mat off of the page and replaced it with the frame that came with the flowers. I put white cardstock in place of where I would normally put a picture. So if you are ready to scrapbook with your pictures, I would just eliminate the white cardstock in the tutorial and go ahead and put your pictures there instead.